wonderful people, welcome back to the channel. It's me again, Evelyn Unduka. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. On today's video, we're going to be talking about the unaliving of our Nigerian brothers in South Africa. A total number of 122 Nigerians have been unalived in South Africa. This year alone, they have 16 people that have been unalived. Some of this unaliving that is taking place, a lot of them are not being reported, because when they report it, their news will not carry it. Because when they report it, some of the people, when they charge them to court, some of the people that will come and testify will not come out. So if there is no evidence, there is no case. So a lot of the people that will come and testify that these things happen will not come out. Just like the Chidinma case. You know, with Chidinma, nobody came out, even her school teachers, her friends, nobody ever came out to defend Chidinma because they are all afraid. If they have to speak when their people are against someone, if they speak, they might be unalive as well. So that's the main reason you said Chidinma relative did not speak up, or her friends or her relative. So with this guy here, with this Chukwa something, I'll write his name because I'm not with anything, so I can't remember his name. Julius. With this Mr. Julius, he was unalive at a car park. He was stoned with a brick. If you need to see the video, it was very, very horrible. It was so horrible that, you know, and a lot of people, even their own people, came, and all they could say was these kind of things do happen all the time in their country. Now, South African defense is that a lot of these unaliving happen all the time in their country. It's nothing new. It's not because he's Nigerian. It's not because of whatever. Especially with the car park, it happens all the time. But when you come to look at what really happened, it's like premeditated unaliving, because they went and parked on his car park, and when he asked them to leave the place that he wants to park his car, immediately he turned, they used brick and unalive him to death. And some of these unalive him, most of them are with their girlfriend. In my own opinion, I would say their girls are the ones setting these people up, because with this Julius, he's a musician. A lot of people, even some South African people that they stay in the same building complex, came out and say he's a good guy, he's very quiet, and he's an artist. He do normally go to club to perform. He's just one popular guy in that community. You know, maybe they find him threatening, maybe they find one or two happening, they now have to unalive him. So because he's going viral now, South Africans are not coming out to say, oh, it's normal thing, this thing do happen all the time in our country. It's not because he's from Nigeria. A lot of us South Africans are being unalive on a daily basis. Now they are confessing to what they've been defending, that this kind of people don't unalive in their country, that people don't unalive in their country. I thought they said all the crime in the country are committed by Nigerians. Yeah. And another thing I want to emphasize is that with this Julius, 4 men have been arrested already, but we are praying to see, because the Nigerians community over there have to take charge. They have to, you know, do something, because it's getting too much. They have to do something. It's getting too much. So 4 men has been arrested. Hopefully there is eyewitness, especially the girlfriend. Now that the girlfriend is around, now that the girlfriend is there when they stone him to unalive, hopefully she will confess that this kind of thing happened. If she does not confess, and the girlfriend now is under threat, her life is at stake, she might even run away. There was this South African lady that came up and said some of the eyewitnesses, they will just vanish. They will be nowhere to be found. They don't know if they will unalive them or, but they will not show up and testify. Hopefully the girlfriend that they said is there will testify that yes, this thing really happened. That's the only way they can get, that's the only way he can get freedom. If South Africa are saying that these things happen all the time with their people and all that, why are they celebrating it? Nigerians, if If any Nigerian or any Zimbabwe is unalive in their country, they will celebrate it. Even on my comment section, I posted it yesterday, and look at the comment section. They were all celebrating the unaliving of this one. And this one again, this very one, today is his burial. Today they are doing his burial. He was also unalive in South Africa. These are just the two that I've seen that is going viral. And another one is at the hospital now, that the Dudulas have to, he was eating in the restaurants. They have to pluck out his eyes. His temporal is permanently damaged. With this Julius, South Africans don't like Nigerians. They have to take him to a government hospital. Probably in that government hospital, they could not treat him. They even have they won't treat him. If they would have rushed him to private hospital that's a lot of foreigners are working, that they have a lot of foreigners, probably they would have saved his life. But they took him to hospital that have a lot of South Africans there, so they couldn't do something. I think they waited till he unalive, or they will even do something for him to unalive, because that's what they normally do. They are so happy to see that any Nigerian is unalive. Now, in their own defense, they are saying that we should stop talking about this, that we should stop attacking South Africans on social media, that these things normally happen on a regular basis, on a daily basis. About 100 and something South Africans are being unalive. My brothers and sisters, what kind of country is that people are not safe? About 100 and something is being unalive on a daily basis in South Africa. And yet people that are committing that offense are the black South Africans. And they can go scot-free, because if there is no witnesses, nobody will show. And most of the witnesses will be so afraid, they will not speak up, they will not show up. So they can do anything to anybody and nothing will happen. When we are talking about things like the sensitive issue, and guess the same people and a lot of our brothers that are married to these people will come and start defending them. These are our pick-me brothers that are married to these people will come and start defending what is happening in South Africa. It's a shame. It's a shame that an Igbo man was unalive, and for an Igbo community to speak up about this injustice that has been done to their brother, they will go and start, they will just switch the topic and say this kind of thing cannot happen. And they will just switch up the thing, and they will start blaming the disease. You see? So disease. I think those people have something that is wrong with their head. We that are from other tribe, that's never in history you've seen most of us being paraded as people that commit crime in other country. We are the one even speaking for this majority tribe that are always committing, crime in this country. We have to speak and say, no matter what they do, this is Nigerian. Any Nigerian is not supposed to be unalive like that, without, or because he committed crime, or because he's Nigerian. And most of these people that they are unaliving, they are just Nigerians that they have been targeting. They are not Nigerians that are committing crime, because if any Nigerian that is committed crime, their news will carry it and show the reason why these people are unalive. But men looking at these people that have been unalive, they are just targeted. Most of the cases that are happening to Nigerians that are being unalive, some of them are results of extortion. I've told you before, a lot of Nigerians that have businesses, that have whatever they do in South Africa, if they don't pay for extortion, they are mostly being unalive. Extortion is a thing in South Africa. We are not just talking extortion, no. South Africans are savages. Like, they don't care. They can pew. A lot of them will come and tell you that this is what is happening in their country. They can pew you because of shoe. They can pew you because of shirt. They can pew you because they don't like you. They don't like your face. They do it to one another, not to talk of foreigners. You understand? The total number of people that they have recorded that have been unalive are 127 people. This year alone, 16 people. I was even saying about 6 or 8, but where people from South Africa came out to say this. 16 people have been unalive, have been, you know, attacked. And we are still using our platform to tell our brothers and sisters, to tell our brothers, mostly our brothers in South Africa, if that they should live there. If they know that their life isn't, if they know that they are not safe there, they should leave the country. And a lot of people that are there, that are stranded, that doesn't know how to, you know, leave the country, please reach out to any Nigerian platform that you know that are talking about this South African case. You can also reach out to me if you know any Nigerian that is stranded in South Africa. You can reach out to me. Maybe I can reach out to a lot of groups that is handling it, and I'll reach out to them, probably on Telegram or on Instagram. So if you know anybody that is being stranded in South Africa, we have to confirm, because a lot of these South Africans, they are now bearing Nigerian name to come and comment. Yeah, they'll bear Nigerian name. A lot of the women are married to Nigeria, but still they will come online and talk bad about Nigerians. So they are not to be trusted at any time. South Africans does not understand peace. The only thing they understand is violence.